Good morning, guys. I wanted to, well, first of all, say a Happy New Year. This is the first live session that I've done since we've got back at school this week. And I'm really excited today because we have Mrs. Garner and her classes are actually looking at a closer look at The Shallows by Nicholas Carr. And this book actually examines how the internet and technology impact the human brain. So and she did this a few years ago, and I'm going to turn it over to her now and let her talk a little bit about how we did this a couple of years ago and how she's doing it today with a student-led, a more involved student-led piece, and how we're really excited that she's using the library as well. So, Mrs. Jennifer Garner, I'll turn this to you where you can.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Hi there. So a few years ago, I decided to have some of my senior students who are in a course called Transitional English or Literacy Ready to help me out by getting my AP students ready to read the text. So my seniors had finished a whole unit on the book and had worked with it pretty extensively. And then I thought it would be great for them to introduce my juniors who would begin studying the book. And so I had designed a lot of the content for Mr. Evans and I had designed a lot of the content for the collaborative event, and then the students just basically carried that out. Well, I decided this time around I wanted to put the design for the content and the execution onto the students and let them decide what stations they wanted to have, what they wanted to share with the juniors, how they were going to present it. And so in groups of 3 or 4, these students actually created the content and set up each one of the stations and are now, at this very moment, teaching that content and sharing that information with my AP students who will begin reading the book next week. So I was really excited because the students who are putting on this collaborative event, my seniors, as I said, they're in a transitional readiness class. These are students who weren't quite college ready and were identified that way by their ACT scores and some other markers. And they have been really immersed in some difficult texts and some very challenging lessons and have come through it beautifully and have really gotten to understand a text that is on like the junior or senior level of college. And now they are sharing what they've learned with these students who are about to undertake that text. And what I really like about this is that I have students who typically are not taking these advanced classes, and they are working with and teaching kids who are consistently taking advanced classes. So we typically in education, we have the advanced kids teaching or working with our lower level kids. Well, this completely takes that and flips it, and the success that we are seeing is tremendous. So I'm going to turn it back to Mr. Evans, and he's going to walk around and show you some of what's going on in the collaborative event right now.
All right. Well, thank you, Mrs. Garner. And let's actually walk around and see our 4 stations. So I'm going to turn the. And here we go. So here's station 1. So could you tell me a little bit about what's happening here at station 1?
Yes, of course. So what we have done is we have made a paragraph and we filled it with hyperlinks to simulate the internet and how distracting it can be compared to a normal book. And we encourage all of them to click all of the hyperlinks and see if they can comprehend the information. And at the end we'll ask them information about or questions about the information in the paragraph and see if they remember it or not.
Okay, well, I'm going to get a little glimpse of what's happening over here. So here's a sample of the document. I can look over your shoulder.
To click on it.
I didn't have anything to throw.
Thanks.
Okay.
Finished? Are y'all finished? Are you finished?
I mean, I'm reading.
Got a certificate game.
I clicked on Tango, but then I didn't like it, so I just didn't do it.
Okay, while they're completing that assignment, I'm going to back up and let's look at station 2. Oh, no, this is station 4.
Without looking at
This is a internet survey that shows how they use technology, what search engines they like. So these students are actually giving input on what and how they use technology. And then do they actually get to see the results?
Yes, these students will share the results with them.
Okay.
We have
Do you want to talk a little bit about what you've been seeing so far? Any trends that stand out to you?
I noticed like so far our groups we've had Facebook was close, but no Reddit users, no
Bing, Yahoo.
no Bing or Yahoo like prefers.
For search engines?
Yeah, we've had like Snapchat and Instagram, all that. Those are all high, and we had a lot of other ones too.
And none, mostly all of them use the internet, right? Like
Yes.
there's like only like one who use like 0 hours.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're telling the truth or not.
Well, hopefully I can get with you guys too to see if there are some things that we can do better. Already, Matt and I were talking about how Reddit is not used, and we talked about how for Teen Tech Week, we might actually design some lunch programming to actually share how we can use those tools better and to create a footprint that students want, because they don't think about that. So I'll definitely be interested to see how all this looks at the end of the day, and I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for talking with me. Okay, this is my favorite station here. So
Because you'll play that stimulation in your brain.
these students have created a station where it's all about being distracted and multitasking. And I know in my job, that's a big part of what I have to do in the day. So I'm curious to see what their findings are.
You don't need to do that because you don't remember it. You lose focus. You get distracted by one thing or another. It's easy to get distracted, and that's not good because then you don't remember it. For college, for school,
Music going in the background with the video.
Music in a video, and she's trying to instruct them. But she had told them that her instructions were try to pay attention to me and to what's going on around you at the same time. And so trying to show how multitasking is really not an effective way to work.
And it'll really that being a prominent part of the book.
And then this student is doing the same thing. He's trying to have them draw something while he's distracting them. And so, once again, a different type of engagement, multitasking, but nevertheless, trying to show that they can't complete the tasks effectively if they are distracted or trying to do more than one thing.
And these students decided on the content
Yes.
and the means that they're
Yes,
doing.
all of this is totally created and orchestrated by these students.
just now going to do my ACT.
I love this. Maybe we can talk to Lizzie later. I don't want to interrupt her as she's interrupting the students. Okay, so station 2, we go backwards in time, and I think we look at the development of the internet in here.
Because it depends on like what you've searched recently. Like say I search something about like the election. I'll search something about that, and then if another person like never really searches that, or if I search that often, then I'll have more like information and stuff. But if someone who's never searched that, they'll have like maybe a couple of things to look at, or it really depends on what.
I think they have a video piece that shows.
Yes, they have a
the
video
development.
piece, and then they prepared a series of questions just to kind of go through to make sure the students understand what was in the video. So they had to watch the video themselves and then determine what questions would be best to ask to make sure that the students understand the material. And then they also relate that to there's some good critical thinking skills being used as they developed their station.
Well, thanks so much for using the library and giving us an opportunity to help support this.
Absolutely, and thank you for the opportunity to do this in the library and for our students to be able to do something meaningful like this.
And that's what we're here for. Glad to serve. I may sneak back over and see if I can get Lizzie to reflect a little bit on, because I know she was really anxious to talk to me earlier.
She is, yeah, and I'm gonna rotate the stations.
Okay.
That made English.
Prefer to talk to somebody face to face instead of over a phone. Because you can't read their feelings. You can't read how they're feeling, how their body's moving. You have to be able to know their face. You have to know if they're lying. You have to know how they're feeling so you know what to say in that conversation so you can retain better information. They switch words. Thank y'all.
I just wanted to see if you wanted to reflect on how this has gone for you today.
Going great.
What have you enjoyed about this, and what have you learned from this?
I've learned that not to be absorbed in a screen all the time. If you're absorbed in a screen, your eyesight's bad. You don't remember anything. It's hard to look at a book for me now. You need to read pages, not screens. Because one, the LED lights and everything mess your eyes up, and it's hard to retain information.
So going through all of this, has it helped you learn techniques that are going to help you focus better?
It's helped me focus better. It's helped me want to focus better. It's helped me want to not multitask, because when you're multitasking, you're not remembering anything. You're not getting anything done completely. You're doing it all, and then most of the time, none of that even gets finished.
Right.
So I would prefer to. You just need to do it like an algebra problem, step by step, and just go along until the end, and then carry on.
Focus until the work is done.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll get out of your way so I'm not interrupting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully we can get a blog post done on this, and would love to have some of our students reflect on, first of all, what it was like to create content for peers. Already you can see that a lot of our students have learned a great deal from this, and also hopefully we can get a reflection on how this helps frame up the book for her 11th graders, how the seniors are setting the stage for the Shallows, and how it helps them understand the content better. So I'm really excited about this student-led program, and I hope that you've enjoyed seeing this. We'll do more soon. Have a great day.